morning, everybody. Welcome to Kids Yoga. I'm Martha.
I'm Taylor.
And we're here to have some fun with you today. So whether you've done yoga before or this is brand new to you, we're going to have a great time this morning. So here's what you're going to need. You can have a yoga mat, or maybe you're just on your floor in your living room, and that's fine too. If you happen to have a yoga block like we're sitting on, that could be something that you could use. If you don't, you could also use a towel and a breathing buddy. Any of your favorite stuffed animals would work as a breathing buddy this morning. So I have mine.
I don't have a breathing buddy.
And that's okay. When we do this part, Taylor could just put her hands on her belly. All right? So we're going to practice some breathing to start. Okay, so we're going to start on our back. So if you're going to come onto your back, and we're going to lay down, and we're going to keep our feet rooted into the floor with our knees bent. And if you have a breathing buddy, your buddy could go on your belly, and if not, you can place your hands on your belly like Taylor's doing. And if it's comfortable for you, I invite you to close your eyes and just allow your attention to come inward. And take a big breath from your belly, a big inhale and exhale. If you have your breathing buddy, you can open your eyes and take a look down and see if your breathing buddy is moving up when you inhale and exhale. And let's do 2 more of those. Big belly breath, inhale and exhale. And let's do 1 more, feeling your belly or your buddy rise. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we'll put our buddy to the side. And now we're going to put our knees, or bend our knees, and we're going to put our feet up, sort of like we're riding a bicycle. And we're going to start moving our legs. So we're starting to bicycle up a hill, getting some warmth into our bodies. So we're bicycling, and now we've come to an uphill. So let's press in a little harder. Moving the legs, getting up the hill. Taylor, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good over here.
All right, we getting up this hill?
We're getting up the hill.
Awesome. All right, now let's pedal backwards. Can we move our legs back, going back down? Let's go backwards, moving our hips in the other direction. So we're waking up our hip joints right now. All right, and then we can let our feet rest on the floor. And let's bring our legs out nice and long, flat against the earth, and our arms up overhead. And let's do a big morning stretch, just like you're pulling from the tops of your hands and the bottoms of your feet. Big stretch, feeling into your body. And then we'll bring our hands back down to our sides. We're going to bend our knees and wrap our hands around our knees. And let's just rock side to side. And when we're feeling ready, we're going to start rocking front to back. So just bringing yourself up to seated, nice and slow. Keep on rocking. Bring your movement in. Warming up. Taylor, you getting warm?
I'm getting warm.
All right. And let's rock all the way up. And let's come on up to our seated position. All right. I got really warm. Okay. Getting up that hill. So what we did there with breathing is called pranayama. Can you say that with me?
Pranayama.
Pranayama. One more time. Pranayama. So pranayama is the breath work in yoga. And pranayama can be good for energy, and it can be good for calming yourself when you're feeling stressed. Okay, great. So we're in our seated position. So if you have a block or a towel, you can sit on it. Sometimes that helps the body feel nice and comfortable in that seated position. And you're going to sit up nice and tall. Try to get your spine really straight. And take a minute to just roll your shoulders. Opening up the shoulders. Rolling back first. And then when you're ready, you can switch directions and go the other way. So that's warming up the shoulder joints. And then we're going to put our hands on our sides. And we're going to keep our right hand on the ground. Okay? Inhale your left hand up, and exhale, we're gonna bend over to the side, side bend. Inhale, left hand up, and exhale, bend. And one more, inhale, stretch up, reach up, look up, and exhale, bend. We're gonna hold this one here. So remember, nice straight spine, hand on the earth, other hand up overhead. And let's breathe here, inhale, and exhale. Nice work, everybody, bring that hand down. Okay, now left hand's gonna be on the earth, right hand's going up towards the sky, and we're gonna inhale, and exhale, bend. And inhale, and exhale, bend. And one more, inhale all the way up, stretch up, reach up, look up, and exhale, bend. And again, make sure your bottom is firm on the floor and that your spine is nice and straight, arm overhead, and breathing here, inhale, and exhale. Nice work. So those are called side bends that we just did there. Okay, we're gonna come on up to table. So here's how table looks. Table, we're gonna have our hands flat on the earth. We're gonna have our knees bent. We're gonna try to have a flat back to the best of our ability, and our feet flat down onto the earth. I'm taking off my socks. This is what happens in yoga. Warm it up. How's Taylor doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
I'm getting warm too.
She's warming up, okay.
Comfortably warm.
All right, good. Okay, so now we're gonna do our cat-cow stretch, okay? So to do cat, what we're gonna do, our hands stay on the earth. We're gonna arch our back up. And then for cow, we're gonna kind of do the opposite. We're gonna drop our belly down and our chin comes up. Okay, so let's try that again. So we're gonna inhale with cat and exhale, cow. All right, so let's do a few more of those. Let's add the sound of the animal. Are we ready? So we're gonna come on up to cat. Taylor, what's a cat say? Meow. And then we're gonna come on down to cow and moo. Nice. Let's do a few more of those. Let's hear ya. Meow. And down to cow. Moo. Let's do two more. Meow. And moo. One more. And I had you do that one on your own. Good job. Awesome. Okay, so that warmed up our spine. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, from here we're just gonna sit on back onto our heels, and we're just gonna bring our hands all the way down onto the earth and let our forehead come and rest down on the floor as well. So this is called mouse pose. So picture yourself like a little mouse on the earth, resting. And let's take 2 breaths in here. Let's inhale and exhale. And another one, inhale and exhale. Okay, it's coming back up to table. So anytime that we're practicing, if what we're doing you don't love, you could always come back to mouse pose or child's pose. Okay, so we're back here where we started, right? Now we're ready to go up into down dog. So from here, we're gonna keep our hands on the earth, push them out a little further in front of us, and we're gonna bring our hips up to the sky. And we're just gonna pedal our feet, pressing back into the feet, pedaling the feet, bending the knees, coming into our down dog. And when you're ready, you're gonna lift up your left leg. So left leg up, and then you're gonna turn and look under your left armpit. And just breathe here, inhale, and exhale. Nice. And come on back down to down dog. Again, we're pedaling our feet, walking our dog, that's what we call that, walking the dog. And now we're gonna inhale up the right foot, and same thing, turn and look under your right armpit. And breathe here, inhale, and exhale. Good work. Taylor, how you doing over there?
I'm doing good.
You wanna do anything else in down dog?
I think I'm good.
You're good where we are?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so from here, folks, we're gonna step our feet to meet our hands. we're just gonna wrap our hands around our big toe and let our knees bend. So this is called gorilla pose. So it'd be like a big, is that what they say? So it would be in gorilla pose. And we can kind of rock back and forth here. Let's hear it, Taylor. Look at that gorilla. There's a gorilla loose.
Let's hear your gorilla.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just gonna bring our hands up to our shins, and we're just gonna straighten up our back. This is called halfway. You're gonna kind of flatten the back, and then we're coming right back down into gorilla again. So then bend your knees, hands under the toes, and a little more gorilla. Let's hear it, Taylor. Nice. Okay. And again, we're gonna bring our hands up to our shins and a flat back. And then come on back down into gorilla. And this time we're gonna come all the way up. So we're gonna bring our hands out to our sides, and we're gonna bring our spine all the way up, straightening up to our hands come to rest above us. And we can have a slight back bend here too. So lean back a little bit, and then hands come down to heart center. Okay. So we'll take a minute to settle ourselves. All right, so now we're gonna get on our spaceship. So we're gonna do what's called mountain pose. We're gonna do it spaceship style, all right? So mountain pose is we're gonna place our feet hip width apart, and we're gonna make our legs really strong. Tighten all those muscles in your leg. Okay, now let go. And let's try it again. Tighten up all those muscles in the legs, and release. We're gonna do one more. Real tight muscles, and release. Good job. Okay, so now we're gonna bring our attention up to our shoulders. Remember we rolled our shoulders earlier? So this time we're just gonna roll them back and let them sort of stay back. Nice broad open chest, feet rooted down into the earth, and our hands at our side. So this is our strong mountain pose. Now we're gonna make it into a spaceship. So spaceship mountain pose is gonna be hands up overhead. Taylor, are you ready to go to the moon?
I'm ready.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna count off. It's gonna look like this. 3, 2, 1, and then we're gonna jump up. Blast off. Woo! All right, let's do it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, blast off. Woo! Let's do 2 more of those. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Woo! We're almost there. One more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, blast off. All right, we made it to the moon. Now, we're gonna turn and face each other on our mats. So the moon is at the back of the mat. Taylor and I are on the moon now, right? Where we were was Earth. Earth is the middle of the mat. Let's step into Earth. And then what do you think's at the top of the mat?
Stars.
Stars, or what's the really warm thing?
The sun.
The sun. So we're gonna step onto the sun. Ouch! How's the sun feel?
So hot.
The sun feels really hot. How does your sun feel? All right, let's step back to the moon. How does the moon feel?
Kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of squishy.
A little squishy and cold. All right, let's go back to the sun. Ouch, 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 ouch. That's really hot. All right, we're going back to Earth, and we're gonna go back to the moon. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna play a game. So I'm gonna call out where we're gonna jump, and you're gonna move with us. Okay? Ready? And then Taylor's gonna lead it. Okay, so we're going to the Earth. We're going to sun. Then we're gonna go to the moon. Let's try it again. Earth. Sun. Earth. Sun. Earth. Moon.
You messed up.
All right, now Taylor's gonna lead it. Go ahead,
Okay.
Taylor.
All right. We're going from the sun. We're gonna start at the sun.
Mhm.
Start at the sun.
Sun.
Earth. Earth. Moon. Sun. Moon. Earth. Okay. Ready? This is the
Ready.
last one.
are the postures in yoga. So we're gonna do one called Warrior 2. Okay? So for Warrior 2, one foot, we're gonna turn this way, long edge of the mat. One foot is going to be on the moon, and the other foot is gonna be in the sun. Okay? Now, the foot that's in the sun, we're gonna bend. We're gonna bend that knee, okay? We're gonna keep the other leg straight. Just your front knee, whichever one that happens to be, whether it's right or left, you're gonna bend. Then you just wanna make sure your knee and your ankle are lined up. You don't wanna be going like that. You wanna have it sort of lined up, okay? So we got our foot on the moon and our foot on the sun, and the earth in between, okay? Then we're gonna bring our arms up, nice and straight. Just take a look at your arms. See if those are nice and straight across. And then go ahead and put your hands up to the sky for a minute, and then drop them down. Okay, now we're just gonna take a look over that hand that's over the bent knee, whether that's right or left for you, doesn't matter. We're just gonna gaze over that hand for a moment. And let's do 2 big breaths here. So inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. All right, let's do the other side. So we're still gonna keep the feet where they are. We're just gonna turn the other direction, so your other knee's gonna bend this time, okay? What's the name of this asana, Taylor? Warrior?
Oh yeah, Warrior.
Warrior 2.
Warrior 2.
See, Taylor's learning too. It's great,
Yeah.
all sorts of things. Okay, so now we're gonna bend that other knee. The other leg's gonna stay straight. So for me, the foot that's on the moon is now bent, that knee is bent, and my other foot is still on the sun. Okay, we'll do the same thing. We'll bring our arms up, nice and straight across. Let's turn our palms up to the sky and drop them down, relaxing the shoulders. And then your gaze is gonna be over the hand, over the bent knee, okay? So let's do 2 big breaths here. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna keep our feet nice and long on the mat. If you have your block, you could use this, or if you have a towel, that could be helpful too. So we're gonna do something called a forward fold, okay? So you put that block down on the floor, and you may not need a block, it's just a nice thing to have. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our hands on our hips, and we're gonna lead at the top of the head, and we're gonna come on down towards our block, all right? So we're gonna lead with the top of the head, coming all the way down, and then we're gonna place our hands on our block. We can also place our hands on our legs if that's more comfortable for us, so wherever feels right. And we're just gonna breathe here for 2 big breaths. Nice, when we're feeling ready, we're gonna walk our hands back all the way up, nice and slow, going all the way back up. And we're gonna stretch all the way up towards the sky and the stars, stretch up, reach up, look up. And then we're gonna bring our hands down to the side. Okay, we're gonna do some sun salutations. So where are we coming?
To the sun.
To the sun, going to the sun, the top of the mat. So for sun salutations, we're gonna do the simple version today, and then next week we can add to it. So the simple version of sun salutation is our arms come all the way up, and then we exhale and we bend all the way down to the earth like gorilla, right? And then we're gonna place our hands up on our shins and straighten our back. And then our hands are coming back down to the earth. And then we're stretching up with our hands to the side all the way up again. And hands down to prayer. Okay, so we'll do 2 more of those. So let's inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold again, and arms all the way up. Prayer, and hands to heart. And last one, inhale, and exhale, fold. And inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to the earth, all the way up. And hands to heart center. Sun salutations. sun salutation to do that, okay? So we're gonna inhale, arms up, exhale, fold, inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold, and then we're gonna bring one knee down, and then the other knee down. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and lay back down onto our mats. Okay, so now we're gonna do a silly pose called dead bug. So dead bug, we're gonna bring our feet up into the air. We're gonna roll our ankles. And then we're gonna bring our hands up to the air as well. And then we're just gonna let our shoulders drop on back, down onto the earth. So we have a nice flat back, and our knees, our legs are up towards the sky, and our hands. So it's called dead bug. Dead bug stuck on their back. So let's breathe here. If you have your breathing buddy, they could come onto your belly at this time, and you could see if they're moving with your belly breath. Nice, okay, let's bring our feet down. Okay, so we've got one more. We've got bridge pose. So for bridge pose, I'm gonna use my block. Taylor, you gonna use your block?
I'm gonna use my block.
All right, cool. So you can, or you don't have to use your block. You can just keep your bottom up towards the air. I'm just gonna show you how to do that in just a minute. So here's what we're gonna do. Our feet are down on the earth, okay? And our back is on the earth. For bridge, we're gonna slowly begin to lift our hips up towards the sky, and then we can place the block right underneath and sort of sit on it, okay? Or we can do it without the block. So I'll take it off thinking that we probably the first day of yoga class don't have the yoga block yet, so that's okay. So I'm gonna do it without the block. So I've got my knees bent, my feet are firmly into the earth, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of roll my shoulders underneath and let my arms lay straight right underneath my body. And I'm gonna breathe here for 2 big breaths. Take a look at your belly, see if you get your belly breaths going on. Let's do one more breath here, it feels good, stretch the back. Great, and let's unroll our arms and slowly bring our hips back down to the earth. All right, and let's bring our knees in, again with our hands around our knees and rocking side to side. All right, and now we've come to the part of our practice called Shavasana. This is our rest period. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay our bodies out straight all the way down. And if we have our breathing buddy, we could bring our breathing buddy to Shavasana with us and just put them on our belly. And Shavasana is a rest period at the end of every yoga class. Ours will be very short. So what I'll ask you to do, if it's comfortable, is just place your hands on your belly. And again, you can close your eyes if you'd like, or they can stay open. And you're just gonna move your attention towards your breath again in your belly. So you're gonna inhale and exhale. For some people, counting can help. So we could inhale, 1, 2, 3, your belly rise, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try that again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 of those on your own. When you're feeling ready, you can roll over onto your right side and just rest there for a moment. And then we can come on back up to seated like how we started. And I have a little book to read us before we close. So this book is called Zen Pig, The Art of Gratitude. Taylor, what's gratitude mean to you?
To me, gratitude means being thankful and mindful and calm and understanding. What does gratitude mean to you?
Yeah, I would say gratitude means love and appreciation for all the wonderful things that we have in this life. And especially at times right now, with so many things changing around us, to remember and be grateful for all the things that are really positive in our lives. So I'm grateful for my family, my friends, and my community. Taylor?
I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for the community that I get to work with. I'm grateful for the community as a whole.
Yeah,
I'm grateful to learn.
we're very blessed. So this is all about the Zen pig and the art of gratitude. So each week we'll be reading a little bit, so we'll just start it today. Okay. So eons ago, how long ago is that, Taylor?
That's a long time
It's a
ago.
really long time ago. On a green grassy knoll lived a pleasant little pig who always seemed quite whole. He enjoyed his life much more than most because he took the time to look at things close. Wherever he was always there, ready and willing to be fully aware. So fully aware to me means being present where you are, trying not to worry about the things that might happen or things that have happened, and to just be here now. That Zen pig is special, is what others would say, yet Zen pig denied and said, I'll show you the way. And here's some of the wise words of the Zen pig. Care for each other as much as yourself, and never lose sight that love is true wealth. And when you speak, choose your words with care. Only kindness and compassion will ease others' despair. So what's that mean to you, Taylor? Kindness and compassion.
To me, kindness and compassion means understanding, looking at things from other people's perspectives, caring about how they feel.
Yes, and we very much right now need lots of kindness and compassion to get through what we're going through right now. It's a very busy, uncertain time. We all make mistakes, so forgive yourself fast. Don't expect to be perfect, or happiness won't last. And that's as far as we'll go with Zen Pig today. We'll come back to Zen Pig next week with our Art of Gratitude practice. So remembering to try our best to send lots of kindness and compassion to our family and our friends at this point in time. And practicing yoga with us today was so special, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're going to do our closing. So this is a bowl that's used for many rituals, but at the end of a yoga class, it will be rung 3 times, and that will be the end of our practice. So we close our practice in yoga with a phrase that means I honor the light within you and on this day. And so the phrase is namaste. So Taylor and I will namaste to each other and to you. So we'll put our hands at prayer and we will namaste.
Namaste.
And I'll namaste to you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Kids Yoga today. We hope to see you next week. Be well.